What is going on, everyone? Commodore last here today brings us my live reaction to Kaguya-sama Love is War manga chapter 248. Now, it is a Wednesday afternoon, not a Thursday, not a Friday, not a Saturday. It is a Wednesday afternoon. We are here today to read the final chapter of 2021 for Akasaka's masterpiece, man. And listen, I said this in the last chapter. I still wholeheartedly believe it. This is the chapter that will decide if I'm going to have a good Christmas or a bad Christmas, all right? Because we are getting the cover. I don't know if we got the cover of Young Jump, but I know we got a color page. That much I know. So, whenever Akasaka gives these color pages, we know it's going to be an insane chapter, and we know from last week, this is going to be crazy, okay? And I say it again. This will decide if I have a good Christmas or not, because as much as I was hoping for, the Ishigami, the Ino stuff and everything, we switch over to Kaguya. But now, because Ishigami couldn't be the one to say what was going on, Kaguya is calling Miyuki and saying, I think it's best if we break things off. I need Miyuki. I am praying. I have been praying. I had the beads. I don't know where they are now, but I had the beads on me. I said, I am praying. Miyuki says, hell no. If he is my MC to be, because Kaguya really is MC, but if he is to be my MC as the man's, if he wants top 2 spot, I need him to declare war on that whole Shinomiya family. I don't care if it's unrealistic that he picks up dubs. I am behind him until he's in the dirt. And even then, I'll still rep him. So I need him to just cut the greatest promo of his life on Kaguya and just tell her, look, you are my woman. I am not allowing you to go with some smuck, especially if it's Mikado, screw him. I am going to claim you, and I'm going to bury that whole family Yakuza style, as you should. So, let's get into the chapter and pray that Christmas is still intact. Let's get into it, man. Chapter 248. Oh, punch the earth. Well, you can't title a chapter like that, man. You can't title the chapter. I'm going to click the link. Kaguya-sama wants to break up. Hell no. Hell no. Well, then Miyuki's gonna say vai fuder. If you know what that means in Portuguese, then you know what it means, man. But, pain. Look at this color, bro. Pain. Nah, Miyuki, please. You're my only hope, man. I cannot have a down bad ending for this series. I cannot accept that. You need to be the one. You have to save Christmas, man. You have no idea. You're riding on so many people's hopes for this franchise to be still intact. I can't allow you guys not, you have to prosper. Simple as that. But the snow, man, pain. Pain, 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 man. Chapter 248. Why don't we end things here? So the recap after, which we know, of course, what's going on because of the situation now. And Oko has to have something. Whatever the hell it is, what does Oko have right now that's forcing him to be saying this stuff, man? What do you mean? And you see the reaction there on Miyuki's face. Huh? Are you saying you want to break up? And you see right now the sweat coming down and stuff, man. But no, hold your composure, man. You hold it down. You can't fold just yet, man. You see the Kaguya, man. Not even showing the face, just the silence. Hold on a second. How did it come to that? What happened? It's about my marriage. If it's Mikado, bro, I'm gonna be sick to my stomach, bro. I'm gonna be so sick. Recent events have shaken the Shinomiya family's foundations. As part of their plans to mend their external relations, they plan to marry me off. How could they? Of course, I refused at first, but there's absolutely no way treating people as tools like this. So she was cutting a This is pain, because she was laying the smackdown with a shoot promo on her whole family and just telling those bozos, no way that was happening. But Oko for sure said something, and that's why she's saying this right now, man. Because again, these guys can completely cover the tracks if need be with the power that they have, man. As soon as you get them involved with the cops and everything, then it's so tough, man. How are you gonna beat this? treating people as tools like this, how long are you going to stay rooted in such an obsolete way of thinking? Old heads. That's what it is. Old heads. You can't trust old people. If you're really going to force me to go through with that, then I'd rather leave the Shinomiya family altogether. I don't need my inheritance talk. Now what pain awaits me, man. But thank God, at the very, because Kaguya was no way she would just accept in a nonsense. She's doing what's in the royal family in Japan, because I forgot the old girl's name, but she basically walked off from her family because of the Commodore husband and stuff that she had. So instead of going for some other guy where she probably couldn't care of, she stayed with the one she wanted to be with, even if it meant giving up the inheritance. That is true love right there, man. No money, no nothing could put a price on that. But when we have sickles like Oko, we don't know what the hell this guy probably did. Kaguya-sama, please reconsider. So this guy's like the main family ranch stuff, because we've seen this house before. Our branch has backed you this whole time because we believed in you. Like Kaguya, man, it's just throw him out. You should have thrown him out. All of us supported you, believing that you'd rise to power within the family one day. We've staked our entire lives on you. Not Unyo-sama, not Seryu-sama, not Oko-sama, but you. You're the one that we trust to walk a path of virtue. If you were to leave, our entire family would be devoured by your brothers. We can't even imagine what kind of fate would await us then. So even worse. So even then too, she had people on her own side and stuff and everything. But it's like, again, she doesn't give a damn about none of this stuff though. It's people projecting their own things. Like, okay, whatever happened to their families and stuff, it is what it is. But like Kaguya, that's not her responsibility. At the end of the day, she doesn't give a damn about this stuff. Like, I'm sorry for their situation, but like, that should not be her problem. Please, your life is not yours alone to consider. You're carrying the lives of all of us as well. Oh my God! So I it's almost like a guilt trip, man. And I hate if that is the reason why. Then that's absolutely horrible, man. Because it's like do you think Kaguya doesn't want to see people be suffering at the hands of her crazy ass brothers? Even though Unyo now is looking like more of like a neutral than anything else. But we can't trust Oko. We can't trust the other brother now that was talked about being more slightly on his side and stuff, even if they are in their own factions. Can't be trusted. To me, the Shinomiya family is an unbelievable burden to bear. It's not something I can let go of easily, nor are they willing to let me go. Listen to yourself. Now it's going back into the conversation. Listen to yourself. Now more than ever is the time for our family to come together as one. I can't trust all people, man. I really can't. I really can't trust these bold ass people, man. Oh my God. It's taking everything right now not to punch the screen because I already spent enough money now on Christmas gifts, man. It's taking everything within me. And despite that, you're letting yourself be swayed by some nobody. You goddamn selfish brat. Back when I was a student, I had a girl I loved too. But our old man forced me to break up with her and get married to my current wife. As someone who's been in the same place before, I thought at least I let you spend your student life as you pleased. But nah, but we know you have some hidden ass agenda. Stop with the nonsense, man. We know. Okay, the father will burn in hell. That's all. That much is certain. Okay, like as much as I want to see that moment where Father Shirogane and it will say, "Don't worry, I got this." And everything. So he still has committed his war crimes. He's gonna burn. But Oko, it doesn't. He fell into it. I get it, but he still has his own thing going on. That's why I can't feel a thing for this freaking ball loser, man. I thought I'd at least let you spend your life as a student life as you please. But now you're saying you're gonna throw away your family. All I'm saying is I'm not willing to acquiesce to your unreasonable demands. I mean, but Kaguya's talking like, come on, like, you really think? Bozo, man, the absolute freaking bozo, bald prick. Even if I have some degree of leverage I can use to negotiate with you. Huh? Looks like someone's learned to be tricky, huh? What kind of dirt did you get your hands on? Well, go ahead, I dare you. What you've got on us. Tax evasion, corruption, assassination. extortion. Bro, this man's talking like freaking real Fumi and Raboku from Kingdom. Bro, I hate this. Because it's like he can throw anything in the book. What do you have? What do you have, Kaguya? Please, man. But then it's like, for her to be saying this stuff to Miyuki, he had to pull the rug. So then now it's like a matter of seeing like what it was. Regardless of what you've got, your timing couldn't have been any worse. Thanks to Shijo's, we're in a mess right now. So adding another scandal or two to the mix wouldn't change anything. But if you're really willing to go that far, then you leave me with no choice. Let's see. Who's the boy you've been after all lately? Oh, no. That's what, of course. Of course, you're targeting Miyuki. And because you started doing that, now it's what's causing Kaguya to feel that way. The boy you've been all over lately. Like, bro, I will fight Oko, man. I'll fight this ball loser. Alright. The brat from the Shirogane. I can't pronounce it. But the pharmaceuticals. The pharmacy. We know the pharmaceuticals, whatever. Did you know? A long time ago, his father had the audacity to mess with me. So a few years later, after he got married and had kids, I drove his company into the ground. And now if his son is going around planting worthless ideas into my dear sister's head, I'll pay him back 100-fold. He'll never be able to set foot in Japan ever again. I'll drive the entire Shirogane family to the depths of hell, you hear. If you show compassion to this bald sicko, you are beyond saving as well. I don't give a damn what the dad did to Oko. You became a monster too when you had a chance to get out of it, but didn't. I don't care what the family formalities. If you can get out of your position that other people can, you can do that. You throw that comment there, I hope you are in the dirt. I hope you don't see heaven by the time that this story ends. This man is the sole reason why Father Shirogane lost his wife. Because even though the wife, Somo, was a prick, because she was always with the life, the flashiness and all that, and dipped out afterwards. The way she treated Miyuki still. But the fact that this man was the sole reason why the Shirogane family ended up the way they were, he can't see heaven. He cannot see the pearly gates. Like, my blood is boiling. I'm trying to relax as much as I can, man. This dude is pissing me off. Brother. I've lost. She knows who the most important person in her world is. That she doesn't want to sacrifice that. Please, anything but that. And then the look on this freaking bald. Oh, God, man, I can't. I can't with this series, dude. Akasaka, you always find ways. From when I was catching up to now, you find ways to piss me off. This is probably the most I'm pissed, and I'm restraining. I'm restraining as much as I can, man. Made her freaking bow prostate style just to say, don't do it. I can't escape the Shinomiya family that goes right back to the present now. Miyuki, you gotta fight it. You gotta fight it. I don't care. It means someone's gonna have to go out. You have to fight, man. You cannot accept this. I don't want you to become involved with people like that. You don't have to worry about me. I'll be fine on my own. No, you won't. Back then, I thought that I'd be fine on my own too. I thought I'd be able to find a way out. Even against my brothers, I thought for sure I'd be able to find something I can use against them. And I love all the fact, I love this little thing right now with what Akasaka did here, because of the fact of the swords and stuff as a way of showing, like, when you pick up the sword, you're fighting. That's what it is. Like, just like little things like that. I really love it, though. But in the end, we're no more than children. Ever since I came back, it's just been one unexpected development after another. Now Yotake is that you, and of course the dad and stuff. And because he's looking at freaking Kaguya, he's thinking of his wife from before. Ganan-sama, Lady Nayotake has long since. It's fine. Tell me, Nayotake. Is Kaguya really my child? I've thought about looking into it countless times now. But if I ever found out she wasn't, that'd be the end of it all, wouldn't it? I've been so scared, I didn't know how to approach her. She's a bright child, just like you. She'd be able to see through my doubts instantly. I plan to leave her in charge of a company someday. She's still young, so maybe something in the fashion or cosmetics industry, or perhaps a company dealing with the media would be good for her. Oh, Kaguya, man. As long as she's inheriting something, anything that I've left behind, then it doesn't matter if we're related by blood or not. Why do you do this to me, man? Why, after what I just said, why do you need to do this to me, man? Because Kaguya's feeling this way. Oh my god. Because even if she weren't my own daughter, I'd be able to think of her as if she were. My family is truly the lowest of the low, but in a way, they still matter to me. This is pain. Someday I'd like to become an executive of the Shinomiya group and start guiding it in a better direction. That's always been one of my ultimate goals, which she has said before. She wanted to rechange the family and make it into a better place. Miyuki, please say something, man. I need you to say something, bro. But guide her to the light, man. Are you really okay with that, though? After evaluating a multitude of possibilities, I've concluded that this is the better path to take. President, in life there are countless things that just don't work out. But even so, those who've experienced heartbreak bounce back stronger than before. At least that's what they say. My poor heart's about to break. Don't do this. President, the love I've shared with you has been full of nothing but happiness. That's why I want to end things here. Please, I'd like to take the memories that we've made and keep them as something I can cherish for the rest of my life. I will fight you, Akasaka. I will hunt you down. You won't have a good Christmas, man. President, let's break up. Oh, I hate it here. 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 Nope. I hate it here. Nope. 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 No. Oh. Why would you ruin Christmas, though, Akasaka? Why would you do that to me? Have I suffered not enough because of what you did at Ishigami Koyasu? Right? Have you not thought about how I feel in this whole thing? You want to be doing this nonsense to me? You understand right now, Christmas is literally a few days away, and you're going to do this to me? I'm believing Miyuki. I'm believing in Miyuki. What does the bottom thing say here? Next time, how will Shirogane respond? If 249 is not... Listen, that next chapter I think is coming out, I think, was it New Year's weekend or something? Or the right after New Year's weekend? If the New Year does not start with Shirogane cutting the greatest shoe promo of his life and saying, I am fighting by your goddamn side, I am never forgiving Akasaka. Because there ain't no way in hell I'm accepting a sad end. If that's what you're going to give me, I'll put it down. I'll put it down. I can't do it to myself. I'll put it down. I am not going through to the end of this series and seeing Kaguya and Miyuki not together. I'm not letting that ball prick prosper by any means. Miyuki is winning with Kaguya. I don't care. Next chapter, he better cut the promo of his life. Because if you want to end here on sadness, I better hope to see him go in with his words alone. But then the action that follows suit, how it happens, we will get there eventually. But I cannot allow this to go through, man. Hell no. This freaking mangaka, man, like the worst. It's so annoying because I get that completely, right? Kaguya is not that type of person to just completely throw everything away. I get that. There's other people's lives at stakes and stuff. But at the same time, that shouldn't have to be responsibility. But then it's like when you factor in that she wants to reshape everything, right? Walking away from it would basically be like just saying, screw what I was going to do before. It is what it is. She's going to be selfish in that way. And that is the dilemma I have to live with. So you want to pursue the goal, you have to give up Miyuki. But you want Miyuki, you got to give up the goal. And then now you screw up everybody else after. So it's literally holding the balance of her dream and her other dream, which is with Miyuki. How do we mash it together? Miyuki has to say something here. Because right now, Oko has the mind game thing worked out to force her this way on top of what she's feeling now and all the other stuff. And now the things afterwards what's going on. Miyuki, like, he is 5D chess. 6D chess. The time is now, man. Next chapter has to be the promo of his life. Otherwise, I'm going to be absolutely devastated. And I don't know if I could continue reading after, man. Because ain't no way in hell we're ending this story with sadness and sorrow. No way in hell. But look at her face, bro. Because you know damn well she doesn't want this to happen. Oh my god. I have to think happy thoughts, man. I don't know how I'm going to pull it off. Because I thought we were going to at least get the promo now. If it's next week, then you know what? We start the year on a good note. Hey, we'll start 2022 on a good note. Look, man. I can't even rate this chapter either because it's one of those I can't. How can I call something great or amazing when it gives me pain? Like, how can you justifiably say that? Next chapter, if it gives me what I want, it's one of my favorite chapters in the series because Miyuki finally pulls the bull by the horns and says, nah, you're going to giddy up with me. Hell no. I'm not letting the ball man prosper. So, I'm leaving this as a blank slate, and it depends on what happens now in the next chapter because if you want to grade from the pain scale instead of like the normal scale, this is a 20 out of 10 in pain. But it can turn into a 110 chapter the following one if Miyuki gets what I need from him. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. How do you feel about this chapter? How do you feel about the way this is all done by Akasaka here? Because I can't be the only one that feels that there's no way in hell he goes through with this at all. Like, you're milking it as much as possible, but there's no way. If you're... The fact that the tagline right there says, how will Shirogane respond? He's going to cut the promo's life. I don't care if the next chapter is just extended on his end and how he feels about things before laying the smackdown. I will gladly take it. As long as he doesn't admit defeat and accepts it, he's not putting the hand on the deck. He's going to pull the pot of greed and get something that's going to happen after. He'll get his Exodus. I don't care. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What do you feel about this chapter? And next chapter, it has to be, I think, coming out at least right after New Year's weekend, right? Because next week we're going to be on break, and then it'll come back after that. So, unless I'm wrong, and you want to clarify down in the comments, if that next chapter comes out next week, God is good, and might be good if it's what I want. But if not, and it's falling after New Year's, perfectly fine. But let me know down in the comments for that. Your thoughts on the chapter, how you feel about the way Kaguya handled things right here, and of course the stuff that Akasaka brought in. Does it make sense for her to be feeling this way, the way that everything's been handled and stuff, with the balance between what she wants for her dream and being with Miyuki? how does Shirogane respond? Like, how does Miyuki respond next chapter? Because if he responds by saying that I'm going to be by your side, that's what it means to be lovers. Because if you're going to go through your thing, I'm not letting you do it alone, then Miyuki's going to be the GOAT. But if you feel any other way, similar, whatever it's not, or whatever it may be, let me know down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. 2022 might be the end for Kaguya-sama. I ain't gonna front. Because it could really end at some point in the year. But if you want to be here for the end of the weekly experience, when it comes to this series, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell, Shandor, so that everything goes on the channel. With that being said, I will catch you guys in the new year. We're ending off the end of this year on sadness and sorrow. Yeah, we either going to start the new year off with a bang and the levels of hype and enjoyment and love for this series comes back, or just close the coffin on me and it's a wrap. But I'll see you guys in the next year afterwards for Kaguya-sama, and hopefully we're in a better place than we are right now, because right now we are in the sunken place. Commodore last signing off. Thanks for watching, and as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team, yeah, we going